Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Robb Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Hi, everybody. Rob, I got to ask you this.
Shoot.
Do you... I just was thinking right before we
a
came
lot of your
on
best
here.
thoughts come on in that last minute.
And the thought was, and Josh can comment on this, there was a little extra joy coming to the show today, and I think I figured it out. Would it not be that we have a confection at the beginning of the show? Would it not be the simple joy of having an ice cream product in the studio?
Mike, always. And you know
agree.
what? It's not just me. I think it's in the air. Something in the air just called my name, and it's a McFlurry.
Well, I promoted it.
I know you are not displeased.
No, now I know the type of homework to send you guys.
Yes.
Bring sugar.
Yes. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And the idea of, there are two things that have got me, excuse me, got a little 3-day voice here.
Is that what we're calling it now?
We'll get to that later. The two things are I have much news to share that will bring a great deal of joy, and the fact that we have the confection, which I promoted last night, that we have the taste test for the, what is it called? The Old Lady Slushie? What is this called?
This is called the Vivian Vance Soft Serve. No,
This is the Ethel Mertz Concrete.
No, to be honest, Mike, it is.
Hold on, I've got it. This is called the, in tribute to our friends Ron and Fez, this is the Comedy Pyramid. This is called the, I'm going to get her name. You would know it. I'm going to get it right now.
All right.
Who played, there we go.
Got
the
it?
The Shirley Booth Blizzard.
Oh, you have that, Mike?
The Aunt B Shake.
This is the Irene Ryan Sundae.
Very good. The Grandma Walton.
Oh.
I'm out. I'm officially out.
I think they missed an opportunity.
Yeah, they did.
I think it was easier to find old ladies than it was ice cream synonym.
Josh brings up a good point that you could actually reach out to the estates of, and you could put the granny, you could make it the Granny Clampett McFlurry. You have a picture of the granny that you're talking about there, and then you would, market it as a wonderful tribute to old television that you can eat.
Would it taste like shine?
So I promoted this heavily. We all did on social yesterday that we were going to come in today, and we were going to have a taste test of. It's called Granny's McFlurry. Is it Grandma's McFlurry?
I think it's Grandma McFlurry.
Yeah.
Do we have a name for it?
I'll have it for
Grandma's McFlurry.
Grandma's McFlurry. Now, Rob, do you have a description of what we're gonna? And we
Indeed, I do.
By the way, this was purchased last night.
As was mine.
Was it touched last night?
It was not touched last night. The first person to dive in, because we got 3, was my son this morning, and his was pretty well rock hard frozen. This has been allowed to thaw for 45 minutes prior to the show. Mrs. O'Mara nailed it again. Nailed it. What do you mean? What?
To properly serve ice cream, I did mine for 25 minutes in the refrigerator. Because it's a lower temperature.
All right, Alton.
Then 20 minutes on my desk.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? This is fine. The consistency
is it fine, Regis?
This is fine. This is fine. The consistency is fine. Oh, there it is. Oh, I didn't notice that under the McDonald's logo is XO Grandma on this. There you go. Oh, Rob's got his camera real close, so he can show that.
All right, good. Mike, here is the description from the McDonald's website on the World Wide Web.
It smells
600 calories in the Grandma McFlurry.
Oh, that just bones me for the whole day, but I'm going to eat it
Mike,
all.
because the milk has protein in it, so it's good. It's keto.
Milk.
You always count on Grandma for a treat, so naturally there's a McFlurry named after her. Mm-hmm. The delicious Grandma McFlurry features smooth, sweet syrup and chopped candy pieces for a crunch reminiscent of Grandma's favorite treat, blended in our creamy vanilla soft serve. There are 600 calories in a Grandma McFlurry. Embrace your granniness and add it to your meal using the full menu app for pickup or McDelivery.
McDelivery is what I used.
Yeah, and they were
morning.
1 minute ahead of schedule.
Yes,
Did you really get it delivered to your house?
I did. $14.
La 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 la. I'm having it brought to me.
I planned to get up and go out to McDonald's this morning, but then opted for delivery to help with the get the kid off to school.
I got it.
Yeah.
I get you're a busy guy. Now, the smell, fantastic. I mean, if ice cream can have a caramely, vanilla-y
Definitely
smell.
caramel, yeah.
Caramel.
Yeah. Mhm.
The
Did
look,
you think
however,
like a butter pecan type smell almost?
yeah, butter pecan, but the look of it, obviously, some of the Gribblies have gotten around the outside of it, And that,
Do you have a hole in the middle of it where the McFlurry Dasher was?
By the way, I'd like to alert you to my spoon. God, Mike, the shirt is right.
Is it a special spoon?
It looks like half a spoon. Oh, it's a heart.
It's a heart-shaped spoon. Look.
That's my favorite song by Nirvana.
How do you want to do, Rob? You're the taste test guy. How do you want to do this?
Well, one thing I do have to question. I also opted with a metal spoon, just a simple teaspoon, but ice cream sometimes does better with a plastic because it doesn't interrupt with the metal.
Did you
taste.
bring 2 spoons
I did.
into this?
Yeah. Well, so I think I'm going to
God.
use the McDonald's spoon,
You're
but
the
I have the
Alton.
metal
You're
one.
the
for you.
Altoniest Alton.
Did
Do
you get
you want accuracy or not?
Did you get a traditional McFlurry also so you can compare the two?
I did not. What I did is I texted Carrie. I said, "Can you do me a big favor?" And she said, "What?" I said, "When you come home tonight."
Enthusiastically.
Yeah, all lowercase, no punctuation.
Right.
I said, "Can you get me a Grandma McFlurry?" And then the reply, K, 1K. And then she came home McFlurryless. And I said, "Hey, how was your day? Good to see you. Dinner's almost." Did you happen to go by McDonald's?
Did she?
Yeah, she says it's in the freezer downstairs.
And then later, when you were downstairs and she was upstairs, she called her friend, and the friend she calls every single night, and said the thing she says every single night, which is,
I got nowhere else to go.
Mike, it's like you were here. All right, so my McFlurry, and it looks like, I don't know if they come in different
I got
sizes.
nowhere else to go.
I don't think so.
It's a one-size-fit-all McFlurry, Mike.
okay. All right, who goes first?
Well, also, I'll volunteer to go first. But
So you are so selfless.
He has to go twice. Once with the metal spoon, once with the plastic spoon.
That's true.
true.
That's
Okay,
right.
I'm going to de-lid it because it has the thing, like the little cap on.
I'm not going to do that because my lid. I'm going to show you this because this is how it was presented to me last night.
Oh God,
Right?
horrible presentation.
That's not good, is it?
no, I mean
right?
it's gooey. Mine is not quite so bad. They did okay.
Okay. All right.
And this, Mike, this I want to be my new still for when I'm shown on television. It's me holding a dirty McFlurry cup.
Rob,
Yes.
dive in.
Plastic cup.
go.
I'm going to go dead center where the McFlurry Dasher was. And let's see. Here we go.
Get ready for his mouth sounds.
All right. There's an initial problem.
Oh no. Oh no.
Texture is good with the candy pieces,
Yeah.
and there is some caramel flavor. But my first bite, the overwhelming flavor is McDonald's soft serve, which, as you know, is a lower fat product, and it doesn't have a good mouthfeel.
Oh, see, I disagree on
No,
that.
I like McDonald's soft serve.
Remember the McDonald's ice cream cone was a staple of my diet for a while.
Yeah, because it was a diet ice cream cone. There's not enough milk
It is.
fat in there.
It is a diet. I mean, it is a calorie-friendly ice cream product.
But and I think we got too much vanilla going on. Maybe my second bite with metal will be better.
Josh, dive in. Go ahead.
All right.
Try it.
Josh taking his bite. He did not de-lid.
no, I didn't.
I'm
do
not.
that.
I will not be delidding because I think there's going to be like a
I'm also
splooge.
wondering if the breakfast people don't know how to make a McFlurry.
Really?
Because there was no caramel in that.
Really? Can you hold yours up? Can we take a look? I don't. Let me see.
Well, you can see there's nothing around the edge.
No, it's like all ice cream.
Yeah.
There is
No.
there is some little pieces in there,
Yeah, but they're pieces of sausage.
but I think
Canadian bacon. Oh man, nope! Don't jump ahead, Mike.
No.
Are you getting any caramel in there at all?
just the pieces. I don't think they put the caramel syrup in.
They didn't.
mine.
They didn't do it.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
No.
Are you
I've got
getting
the
an
pieces.
overwhelming vanilla flavor, right?
I'm getting a lot of vanilla with
Yeah.
the little crunches of
Yeah.
something. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Maybe a toffee?
No, it's pellets. It's just pellets.
It's palm rat.
Pomrat
It's
pellets.
it's palm rat pellets is what it is. All right, here we go.
All right,
I'm ready.
Mike.
By the
Delidded.
way,
Mike is not delidded, and he has a plastic spoon. Or no,
Did
he has
you-
a heart-shaped spoon.
did you notice Carla on social last night put the picture? She asked the guy at the window if he wouldn't mind being photographed.
Is that why his head was turned?
Yeah, like looking the other way. I
Yeah.
don't know. And meanwhile, I was in the passenger side going, "It's kind of fat," he said.
When I went through the drive-thru, I asked for pickles
All right, I'm going right in, and I got a piece of
on your heart-shaped metal spoon.
candy. What is the piece? What are the pieces supposed to be, Rob?
You know what? They're not like crushed up candy. They're too soft. It almost tasted like little butterscotch bits. And later on, we'll be doing the butterscotch bit.
Gonna give Rob props where the over. What did I hear? I heard something.
It's me
that was-
calling.
That was just my
me?
door. No, that was me. That was me.
The overwhelming taste I get is the ice cream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vanilla
that's-
forward, as they would say.
Mine is very watery.
Did you put water in it?
I thought it too early.
Yeah. You should have put it in the fridge, Mike.
I'm gonna mix it.
The internet says that it is butterscotch flavored crumbles
Okay.
that are in there and butterscotch flavored syrup.
So that would be the butterscotch candy that you find in Granny's purse in the yellow wrapper, the Brock's, apparently.
Brock's.
Yeah,
Isn't that like a
Brock's.
Werther's?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, very
Brock's is the
similar.
old school.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike,
I'm gonna
you are
take a
very
little.
drippy.
Yeah.
How about your metal
I can
spoon?
drink
Is it helping?
I can drink it.
That you can eat.
Man, oh man,
What?
I like the ice cream flavor.
All right,
but
I'm
there's
gonna take-
very little special to it.
What I'm going to do to offer them a second chance, because I'm a good guy,
I'm getting a really good butterscotch when I drink it.
I'm going to take the metal spoon and take a bite from the side, because maybe it drifts to the side.
That's what I'm doing when I drink the liquid part.
Goo. Okay.
And as I do that, I'm going to tell you, I know I don't want to interrupt you, but I have to say I would order it again based on that.
More bits that time. But you know what?
Rob's
don't-
nasty bits.
Don't get it in the morning. There is zero syrup in mine.
You
He
should
got that.
file a
He
complaint.
paid $45 for that to be delivered to his house.
I know a problem too.
No, I'm now that I'm drinking the liquid part, I am
You
like
mean the melted ice cream?
the melted ice cream. I am super pleased with the. I'd let it melt a little bit and drink it that you can drink.
Mike, I want the candy to be crisper. It feels like cake topping, not like candy.
but that's crumbles, right? Kind of a brown sugar crumbly.
They promised me candy from Grandma's purse, and you know what I'm getting? Crumbs, Granny crumbs. I don't want it.
So my wife just brought me the backup McFlurry that was in the freezer, half of hers from last night,
Oh, how
And?
nice!
and it's got caramel in it. It
Oh,
looks
all right.
like-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's
Dive in.
two completely different products.
Oh my
Is it
God!
s-
Look,
Is it super? I would say that's a stretch if she said she gave you half. That is.
I think, yeah.
Visually
they
half.
both had some.
the one that has the caramel looks like it might have a floater on it.
All right. Grandma name.
Oh, caramel's a lot better.
It is.
That is a
I'm-
lot better.
I'm
That's
giving
not
it,
bad.
I'm giving it a thumbs up. I like it.
Thumbs down. I'll eat it.
I prefer it over the. I think it's an M&M McFlurry is the normal one.
I
I
guess.
prefer this.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I am not underselling it, and God knows they don't need my help. Big Food doesn't need any help from me, but I'll tell you, I'm going to be hard pressed not to get one while the run is going on, and that it's too much calories.
Given a choice, Mike. Given a choice, calories be damned. Grandma McFlurry or a chocolate shake?
Grandma McFlurry.
I can't
In a
go with
heartbeat.
that. I'm
I
sorry.
like vanilla. I like
thumbs
caramel.
down. Thumbs down for me.
Really?
Yeah, it just tastes. You know what?
Did you stir it? Did you stir it up?
But
Stir
see,
it up.
I-
Am I Bob Marley?
I like the McDonald's ice cream, so I normally go Sundae instead of McFlurry.
But you see, you know what this is missing,
good.
Mike? This is missing an element of contrast, like something. If the pieces were just a little salty, not like angry, but like with
Everything doesn't have to be salted caramel. I'm
no,
fine
I'm
with
not
it.
saying it has to be salted caramel, but this is just all vanilla, forward sweet. There's no contrast to it.
You could improve it. I know what you could add to improve it to have a contrast. Jalapenos.
I'm in, and it cools your mouth because it's ice cream.
When you get to the bottom, you're gonna have a. You're gonna.
Stroke.
You're gonna. You're gonna.
They're really good, Mike. They're candy chips.
You're gonna have a. Hey, Rob, put the heart sign up, even though you don't like it. Put the heart sign up. Look what happens.
I think it only goes once. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
there.
Hey, see, I don't want people to think that
I know they're
going
gonna
to
think you loved it. That's why
I
I
don't
did
love
that.
it. I don't. I don't.
I love mine. I love it. I
I'll
mean, I
mail
love
you
it.
this one.
I knew I'd like it, but I didn't think I'd love it. Oh my! And I'm down. You're not getting down to the bottom. If you're at the bottom, you're going to get all the bits.
Hey, man. I'm going to go down.
Hey, great bit.
I'm going to find the bitch. Yeah, I'm in the
Almost.
bit vault.
I would imagine these are bits that because it melted, they went down to the bottom, and they might be. Did you get some bits down at the bottom?
Yeah, mine was pretty well distributed the whole way through.
I'll show you the bits when
Thank you, Mike.
When I spoon down. Look. All right, here we go.
Oh, my God. You got more bits than me.
See?
You have more legs than me.
Oh, my
No,
God.
you got definitely more bits than I did. Maybe that's why you like it better.
And that is candy.
Gandhi.
That is that is Werther's candy
Yes.
flavor, which is
Like
one
the
of my
texture.
all-time butterscotch candy.
But Mike,
And that's not
isn't it too
Werther's.
soft?
That's good.
Isn't it a little
No.
too soft to be busted up candy?
I don't think they can grind it up the way they grind it up without it being a little soft, but I'm fine with it.
Okay, I think they're in the back room just stomping on them. And
They
that's how
are
break
pulverized,
Yeah.
like machine.
Candy machine. They
Candy
put them in the
machine.
candy machine. Did you get to see them prep it from your drive-through? Can
Yeah,
you
they
see
were
the
doing
machine?
it. They were doing it up by the dumpster when I drove up last night.
Is
at
that where they
9:30.
got the candy pieces? No,
We
'cause
went
they have
after
that,
bowling.
They have. Oh boy, they have like that wall-mounted blender that they use, right?
It was. I will say, I have to try it when it's freshly made. And right now, I give it. I'm not overstating it. I give it an 8 out of 10 right now, and that's
Really?
with brought home, thawed out, and eaten the morning after.
That's very generous,
I'm bummed.
Mike.
Now the rest of the show is not going to be as fun for me. I looked forward to this for hours. I was thrilled.
I put it on Josh to make the show more fun now.
Well, it'll be without butterscotch then.
yeah.
No, Mike, I can't agree with you. I give
All right,
it
on a scale of 10, you give it what?
3.
3. Josh
Scant
Soroka,
three.
what do you give it?
I'm high, much higher up there with the one from last night, a 7.
Okay.
the
With
butterscotch.
the one fresh this morning, made by the breakfast crew, a 4.
All right. That's all right. So in between, he gives it about a
If
6.5.
If it's made right, it's a 7.
It's a 7. I give it a good solid 8. I give it the highest grade. I would get another one. I hope
What
the
time
run
today
continues.
will you get another one?
I can't.
Why
I
not?
literally can't because that would be my very close to my not close. That would be 600 calories away from my total calories of the day.
What
so
if
I
you-
can't do
That's
that.
so that's 3 a day.
That I would 3 of these a day would represent my calories for the entire day.
Well, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah. I mean, if you were so inclined,
And
but I
could
mean,
you-
it's a lot of sugar too, and I don't think that's a good.
You
thing.
could make a whole movie about that. You
Yes.
just do your diet on McFlurries.
And,
Yeah.
you know, the combination of modern medicine with, with the 3 McFlurries a day, I bet you'd lose. I bet I would lose.
What
I
if
bet
you
I would lose.
purged, Mike? Could you bring yourself to purge?
Well, I like a good purge once in a while. I don't mind doing that. That's a little.
Well,
bit
and then
fun.
you also love the movie The Purge.
That was fun. That was a good taste test.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm sorry you're not satisfied. And
Well, you know
but
what? I'm glad I've ruled it out.
the fact that you and I don't want to criticize because far be it for me to criticize you. Mm-hmm. But I will say this: that the fact that you suggested an alternative to this fine product being a mundane chocolate shake shows that you do not like the butterscotch
Liar.
caramel
Liar.
flavor
No,
profile.
No, I think
like
it goes back
Excuse
to
me.
what
God,
Rob
I
said at the very
almost
beginning.
all
He
came up
doesn't.
just then.
He doesn't like McDonald's ice cream,
That's
and that's
it.
the base of the whole thing.
Because
That's
it's
part of
not
it, yeah.
because it's not calorie laden enough for him.
And it's very, very vanilla front facing, and it needs some contrast in it. It what
but
would be
vanilla
great in
is a
that?
wonderful flavor with caramel.
Yes.
What if?
You cow.
What if? I mean, I'm sure they do it. What if they put cookies in it?
Why do you need cookies when you've got
Because
the
cookies
candy
have
crumbles?
a great balance of sugar and salt. That's why cookies are great.
I think, look, we will leave it at that, but I will tell you that I'm very enthusiastic about it. And if you don't like McDonald's ice cream, you won't like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I agree with you
To be
there.
fair, I don't hate McDonald's ice cream.
Do
I'm
you
not
have a
against
fast
it.
food ice cream product that is something you truly enjoy?
Yes, I do. The new Wendy's Orange Dreamsicle Frosty.
Michael is out of his mind to try
They
that.
are
Really?
So good. Oh my God.
Really?
Yes.
Do they have? Are they colorful in that they have the vanilla color and the orange color?
No, it's just orange, and it's.
There's Wendy's for you. There's Wendy's hitting it out of the park
Hey,
again.
do you look
why
at
not?
it or eat it? What
Why-
about how crappy
like-
your McFlurry looked,
How about?
Captain Drippington?
I just wish it had a swirl quality to it. And by the way, you can get
You say that all the time.
you can get that product down here at the local orange touristy. We give away free orange juice place.
Does
That's,
it have a
just
swirl
down-
effect to it?
I don't know.
You know
but
it doesn't.
I don't think. It
Don't
probably
even
does.
try to manufacture it.
It's like but they have great orange sherbet too.
Well,
Is it
yeah, that's a key
sherbet?
ingredient.
Sherbet?
A lot of
Sherbet.
people will say sherbet.
But it's not correct.
I don't think it is.
All right, let's move on now because
Must we?
I told you that I would have a couple of records on the show
Yes.
today. Do you want the bowling record or do you want a household handyman first?
I think let's go bowling first because people tune in on Thursdays looking for a bowling update.
Let me tell you, and this is before I started to enjoy my adult beverage.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to tell you that I did a Facebook Live promoting the taste test today.
Yes.
And then after the first game, I did another one because I wanted to show people on the big screen
Yes.
that while Carla bowled, I believe, a 146.
Strong.
And there were like on our team, anywhere from the 130s to the 180 mark, which was Bill, our best bowler.
Was the
I'm
brother
here.
back?
No, he doesn't go bowl with us now in the summer. He bowls on Monday with his family, and
Yeah,
he
piss on him.
doesn't do the. I'm bummed. I miss.
Yeah, you should be.
I miss
That's
Ben.
no good.
I miss
There's
Ben.
that's no team. That's no
I really
team
wish
effort.
Ben was back, but we've got Renee, and Renee holds her own, and we're happy with and every time I
Renee
see
a
her,
lady or a French man?
it's a it's a French man who was on Star Trek. Who is that guy?
Rene Aubergenois. He was also on Benson.
Renee Aubergenois. No, Renee, I think she's probably tired of me saying "Don't walk away, Renee" every time she bowls.
Does it get a little easier the more you've had to drink?
Yeah, I think perhaps to an annoying level. But not only did I shoot this fabulous score, but I messed up the FaceTime video as well. I don't know how that happened, but
What?
I will.
How?
Yeah. What does that mean?
All right. When we finished, my bowling score, and this is not an exaggeration, was an 86. I could you could bring in
eight or so pins a frame.
You could bring in a 6-year-old who would be able to bowl better than I did. I mean, I'm talking 3 pins a couple of times. You know?
It had to be a flat. There were no marks there, no spikes, no spares.
No. Your mind was just on that McFlurry the whole time.
Yeah. And now Mike's into the Diet Coke because of that horrible McDonald's flavor in his mouth.
I was. So I said, I've got to show people this. And yes, the initial reaction of the adult beverage may have motivated me to go live again. Sure. I said, I have to show people this. I have to. And then I started the Facebook Live, and I said, I'd like to show everybody how well I'm doing tonight. Here's my first game of the night. And I held it up. And then when I went to review it, I started it. I said, hi, everybody, it's me again. And then it clicked right to the end where Carla was.
Well, that's no good. You can't do that.
At that point, I said to myself, not only can I not bowl,
right?
Not only can I can't even work the camera, and right. I was feeling a little bad about myself, which resulted in a little more than I probably should have had. Carla woke me up this morning with that horrible feeling I get when Carla says, "I'm not happy with you." And apparently,
which is worse, I'm not happy with you, or how are we today?
How are we today? It doesn't come from my wife. How are we today was back in the old days of DJ conventions when some of the record guys would see me Saturday morning after my exploits from Friday night, and I would get well, how are we this morning? And that would mean that not only was I inebriated, but I was, I was behaving in such a way as to get noticed.
Yeah, well, that's what you do at a DJ convention.
Yeah, but I mean, the one real bad one I did, I think, when I commented on another disc jockey's lady's physique, and in a positive way, but it wasn't received that way.
It's funny how
that's
people
as
just
nicely
can't,
as I can put it.
Some people just can't take a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, it's a compliment. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Mouse.
Help me, I mean, give me a break there. So I really got that. I'm not happy with you. And I said, I said, well, I was okay at the bowling alley. And then when we finally, when we completed the postmortem about 20 minutes before we came on the air here, I realized that her concern was my running commentary in the drive-thru at McDonald's that was less than positive. And I'm just rambling.
Well, you're off a bad bowling game, and you
I
don't
had
want
two.
To
the second game and the third game were okay.
Okay,
but at least you were smart enough not to live stream it.
I didn't live stream it. I didn't live stream.
Professional broadcaster.
I wouldn't do that. I will say that I can't, to the word, tell you what I was doing, but I was not happy with the speed with which the machine that is the McDonald's drive-thru was working, which is a recurring thing. We've all been there where it just doesn't move quick enough.
Thank God the ice cream machine was working at all.
I mean, and at 9:45, I'm like, I think I might have said something. Everybody's getting their eat on now at 9:45.
Well, it's ice cream time.
It's ice cream. No, I don't think they were there. They're getting regular food.
So
which, by the way, we did as well.
Of course. At the alley, were there any 5-pin challenges?
No, and I didn't require any.
Okay.
Because I was just pretending there were myself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was I was doing the combo of what we had on the cocktail show. That's what I had last
Fireball
night.
And
what? Guinness.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Tastes like cinnamon toast.
There he is again. We're using him to death on the show today. So, and that, if you're counting, I'm going to be drying out for a week or two because that now would be the third night.
That.
Do not do that to me. That's freaks
right.
me out. But I mean, when was the last time? I can't tell you the last time that I did 3 nights in a row, and I've done 3 nights in a row. 2 margaritas with Josh. Beers with wings on Monday, and then last night, which was bowling night, and that usually is the only night of the week that I have an adult beverage.
I can tell you the last time I did 3 nights in a row.
3 years ago?
March 15th, 2022. There you go.
God bless you. God bless you. And he's proud of it, and he has every right to be proud of it. That's fantastic. And by the way.
And then I threw up blood.
When you wake up the way I woke up today.
Yes.
Although I'm perfectly fine, I have to say I did not like that heavy-headed 6 o'clock wake-up time.
Yeah.
Wake-up time.
One of the greatest things about it is not feeling that. I got so used to feeling that way in the morning. I thought that's just how I felt.
I will, you know what? We'll rearrange things. I will do the round table in the third break today because this dovetails into it. And I want to share that story at the front of the show today because not only did I have a great time at bowling, a little too great according to Carla, but
why does she have to just, crimp your buzz like that?
I mean, why are you raining on my parade, baby?
Yeah, baby.
I will say that the day yesterday was remarkably productive, and I completed a household task when I got home in the state that I was in. I was successful.
Last night you did it?
And it was, as household tasks go, I'll tell you all about it, and I'm very pleased that I was able to do this. I think Josh motivated me with his ability to come in here and do things and be handy and do that.
America applauds you, Mike.
Thank you very much. We will take a break, and when we return, I'll tell you my little DIY story, which I am extraordinarily proud of. I am. That's why I'm front-loading it on the show today.
I already saw it on YouTube, but you're going to love it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
you
God.
didn't post it on YouTube.
I wouldn't remember. We'll be right back.
Here's Nell with some thoughts on the TMOS Shopping Center.
Nell and Meg, listen, Nell and Meg going to tie in the wind.
Yes, shop through Target and Walmart through the Shopping Center tab at MikeOmarisShow.com. The proceeds keep that comedy train chugging.
Hey, Litmus car is on the car. Miss Chickapee.
You'll be glad you did.
Chickapee.
Welcome back to the show. This podcast sponsored by Marley Spoon.
Yes.
The best tasting meal kit money can buy. And with the code TMOS, you can get up to 25 free meals with Marley Spoon. You can choose from over 100 delicious recipes every week, from Cajun spiced chicken to poached salmon to butternut squash, gnocchi to a vegan burrito bowl. Whether you are looking for vegetarian meals, family-friendly dishes, or low-carb options, Marley Spoon, there it is right there, can customize the food you want to eat.
Mike, the sirloin steak au poivre with glazed carrots and spinach salad was amazing. It was a sauce, a pan reduction sauce with the fresh cracked pepper in it, and the sirloin. How great is it that they just mail you steak? I'm going to go to the mailbox. Oh, it's steak. I love it.
Marley
It was
Spoon, baby.
fantastic. Yeah.
Experience the most personalized meal kit today with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/TMOS and use the code for up to 25 free meals. Make sure the word offer is lowercase.
Yes.
OFFER. Remember, up to 25 free meals with Marley Spoon. One last time, marleyspoon.com/offer/TMOS. That's the code you use for up to 25 free meals, or click the button on our website. It's easy. Make sure you use our promo code TMOS so they know that we sent you. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We had a little problem. We've had an ongoing problem with a household appliance. And
what room is it home to?
It's in the kitchen.
Okay.
I will tell you that I have changed as a domestic person. I am now more inclined to at least make the effort. And I am here to say that I swapped out and reinstalled the dishwasher in the kitchen yesterday. A task that, if you would ask me,
the whole thing?
I took the dishwasher out and I put a new one in. No, not at night. I did it was during the day, and then it was wrapped up at night.
Oh, okay.
That's what I did.
All right.
I put the plate. I put the lower plate on, and I wrapped it up, and I connected the water hose at the end of the day. Just screw it in.
Mike, when you put the new dishwasher in, was it full of glasses?
I had to the dishwasher we have, like every appliance when we bought this house 5 years ago, was from 06, a little long in the tooth. And
Let me guess. General Electric.
How did you know?
All, contractor grade appliances are General Electric, and they last 6 years. That's it.
And the little thingy with the little spigot broke off, and it was irreparable. And to fix it would be a couple $100, and I'm like, I might as well. It's time. Might as well do that. And you will be happy to know that the fabulous Lowe's Corporation had a sale going, a 40% off sale.
That's huge. That's huge.
That's a big deal. It literally coincided with me needing to replace a dishwasher. And the last day of the sale,
convenient.
It was perfect. There were no other.
Lowe's we snuck in at night to make you buy one.
Or Carla went in there and broke the thing as soon as she saw the sale.
Yeah, nail file.
No, I broke it because I do the dishes. I broke the thing.
That's true.
I broke the thing wrestling with it because it's never been at the right angle. It's always leaned forward so that when I'm trying to put the dishes on the bottom, the top comes out like a friggin' guillotine and chops my head off practically.
This is fun for me, Mike, because 2 Christmases ago, I got Mrs. Spiewak a dishwasher for Christmas because our dishwasher busted and leaked through the ceiling.
Is it installed yet?
No, it's outside. Robert's going to do it. It's by the mulch.
Did you install it yourself? Because if you did,
absolutely not.
Okay.
You know what?
Good.
I can do stuff, but I don't.
Makes me happy.
Plumbing.
That makes me really happy.
I know it does. But
I would have been so frustrated if and that all the haters will know that too. Oh no, Robb installed his own and he's stealing Mike's. Yes, you're right. Yeah, good healthy ego here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
With my bag.
Now, did you get the two things they try to sell you on are the quietness of the dishwasher? Was that an issue?
Let me take you through the process.
They'll give you actual terms like, figures in decibels. Like, this is how loud this is.
In a land long ago, far, far away, Robb Spiewak gave me some of the best advice on a product that he's ever given me, and that was to replace the horrifying Samsung refrigerator with a Whirlpool.
Yes.
And we have never looked back.
Made in the United States.
Never looked back.
The best.
So when it came time to replace this, I said, you know what? Trusted brand, might as well go. Mid-priced, not ridiculous.
Do you care to mention the brand, brother?
Whirlpool.
Oh, you went with a Whirlpool dishwasher? As well? Wow. Okay. I'm listening.
Now, you have your Maytags, you have your KitchenAids, and then you have your super expensive ones, which are Bosch.
Yeah,
Bosch.
We will have your dishes clean.
Would you like
the dishes?
Would you like? Yes, this is Major Hockstead. We are going to charge over $1,000 for our dishwasher.
Now, I'm not familiar with the lines that Lowe's carries. Did you see an LG?
They had an LG. They had KitchenAid. They have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of stuff.
Don't buy LG
there.
ever.
Consumer Reports would disagree with you. There's an LG that's well regarded, but the top of the line, and this is in CR as I like to call them. I'm a big believer in Consumer Reports. They kind of skew to the really expensive ones, and they don't always do that. The really expensive ones being the ones that are highly rated, and highly rated because of efficiency, size.
Consumer
cleaning
Reports
and all
historically has been in the pocket of big dishwasher.
They have not. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I do not know anything about that.
I do not know anything about that. But I decided that I dropped my kid off from school.
Yes.
And then, did I drop my kid off from school? No. I went to the chiropractor yesterday. And then.
That's what I did. I went to the chiropractor.
I went to the chiropractor. Then I went up to the Lowe's.
How did the chiropractor do?
Not too good.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, and he didn't know about the septum adjustment where you could crack somebody's nose, which is another. That's another show.
Wash his hands before he does that.
That's another show. So chiropractor, then to the downtown location.
Look at
not the suburban location closer to my digs.
Right.
And I walked in and came around the corner, and there was the mid-priced 40% discounted for like $19 over $500. That if you spend $500 or more, you get $40 additional off, which meant that was right at the line for that, where I could get the best discount. Why are you laughing at me?
They just played you. All that stuff.
But I mean, it still was a good price.
Yeah,
to get an appliance for under $500 is a good price.
Does it have to be that much money spent on the dishwasher, or what if you bought like the dishwasher and 2 rolls of tape?
I do not know.
Okay.
I do not know, but you
qualified. You qualified.
But what I did was I said they talked to me about delivery and installation, which was 7 to 10 days. I have a broken dishwasher. I want to do dishes. I said, if I went up to the other location, she said every Lowe's uses different delivery people and contracted installers. Go up there and see what happens. So I go up to my suburban location, or as I like to call it, old people urinating money every day as much as they possibly can, as fast as they possibly can. And I went from the working class part of town to the retiree part of town.
Did you see
where
a lot of people?
Mommy and daddy are waddling all through the store in the middle of the day, where it's just still, and they haven't gone home yet.
Mike, did you see a lot of people puttering around the garden?
Puttering. Yes. Puttering.
That's what they do.
And I went right to the same one. It was there. And that's when the young lady said, the installation right now is 3 to 5 weeks.
It's too long.
Ridiculous. And at that point, I said, well, can you see if you have it in stock? And she said, what many people do is they buy it, and then they get a handy person to put it in. And so she goes back to the warehouse. And she comes back out and she says, we have 3 of them left. Of course you have 3, because it's just like, what else can they buy? These old people probably have 6 dishwashers in their garage, just sitting there because they want to buy something.
I have 3 of them in stock. And Mike says, I'll take them all.
Put them all in the truck. And I buy it. And at that point,
yes,
while she is going back to the warehouse, I hop on YouTube to the DIY.
Yes.
And watch the process. And I said, all right, it is requiring 3 things. It requires electrical work. It is not a plug-in, which was the first surprise. I thought maybe it had like a big plug in the back and you just put it. No, it's direct wired, which I have never done. Never done. And I know Josh has done this multiple times, right? You've worked with electricians before.
Yeah, and I've done probably 5 dishwashers.
Okay.
So I know where you're going.
All right, so you got
should have stayed an extra day, Josh. You could have picked up $80.
I snuck out just in time. I left on the way to the chiropractor.
So I have to disengage the electric. I have to disengage the drain pump, the drain hose.
Yeah.
And I have to disengage the water feeder line.
Right.
Yes.
So now water and electric together.
Water and electric together.
Piece of cake.
And it wasn't a piece of cake.
Did you have to use,
me.
Mike, one of my favorite tools? Or actually, it's an apparatus or a gimmick or whatever. The wire cap. I love wire caps.
What's a wire
yes,
cap?
It
the
looks
wire
like
nuts.
It looks like
it's what you
the top
screwed
of a
on the
magic
wire.
Miker, and you screw it on the wire. Yeah.
Loved it.
Love wire nuts, right?
My favorite part of the process, you identified the wire nuts were fantastic. And that's not a group of people that's a fan club about a television show about crime in Baltimore. Hey, we're the wire nuts. Get that autograph. Yeah.
Josh is a president of that fan club because he loves Baltimore.
The easiest part of the process, really, because it was so well explained, was it's a lot of getting down low, which is hard for me, because I'm elderly, to get down on the floor and do it. But I did it, and I disengaged it.
Did you turn off the circuit breaker?
Yes, I did, because it's one of the first things you do.
Good, that's smart.
I disengaged it, and there it was, perfectly labeled. Whoever put the breaker in this house did a very, very nice, very legible. I've been in homes where it was just like
DESHWASR.
I've been in homes where it was like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I have 2 breakers that are labeled outlets.
Thanks
for the help. Yeah,
thanks for the detail. So that goes, and that was yesterday before Carla got back home. I had it out. I had it out in the out in front of the house on blocks. No. I have it's right now. It's in the walkway into
sitting
our house.
on it, having a beer.
I did it successfully, and I wanted to leave it out there, and I had it upside down so all the mechanics are on the bottom, so Carly can see just how complicated a piece of machinery this was.
Was it really
and I know
worth
there are people
turning it upside down just for that?
It happened to be upside down when I loaded it on the my little dolly that I have, and I have a dolly. I have a dolly.
I think everyone does. A lot of people.
And then
dolly or a hand truck.
A dolly, an actual dolly, an old furniture dolly that I stole during one of my moves. They left it behind, and I kept it. And I'm happy about it. So I keep it, and then the process was disengage that. The hardest thing to disengage was the drain line. That was the problem child in all of this, because they have to run it through the cabinets and all that crap, and then it was fused to another one to elongate it because it was a long journey from where the dishwasher was to underneath the sink, blah, blah, blah. To make a long story short, because this is getting tedious, I know, I was successful in disengaging the electric. Then yesterday afternoon, I was successful in connecting, had to do one trip out to which someone told me, who I was talking to a bowler last night who was a handy guy, said you're usually good for anything like that, one trip to the hardware store just to get something you need. But I will tell you, if there is a potential flaw, it will be with the drain. Because there's a lot, there's no screwing in with the drain. There's more
really
like fascinating with those little crimp things that you put on the end of the
a clamp.
A clamp, thank you.
Have you run it
Scientific knowledge from Mr. Soroka. A clamp. Thank you. That's exactly what it was.
He's all, he knows the industry talk.
Absolutely.
Did you run it yet? Have you run it yet?
Ran it. The only thing I have to do is I have to take off the bottom plate today to get underneath to screw those feet up a little bit, so I raised the sucker up just a sasson. But man, oh man, this spoon that I had right here, this spoon that had the
ice cream
McDonald's
spoon,
that was washed in the new dishwasher.
Wow, that's great.
And
that
I'm
is great.
Really I'm really proud of
myself. When you undo the kick plate, make sure you watch out for palm rats.
It's funny you mention that. When I pulled the old one out,
it's probably
when I pulled that one out, they had lived back there.
What?
I sucked up droppings like you would not believe.
And you sure it wasn't family?
It was not human, and it was not mouse. It was rat. I know it was, and they were hanging out back there. It's
horrifying.
Nasty. That is horrifying. No wonder my cereal tasted like shite. Thank you. So I was successful. So far, no sippage. And the kitchen right now looks like a tornado came through.
What color is your dishwasher?
It's purple. Thank you for asking. We will have a round table. I printed it up. We'll be right back, everybody. Oh, Naked Wines. Oh, my goodness gracious. I have to say, I love them. You know that. I've been talking about it. Do you know that Americans pay about twice as much for their wine as the rest of the world? We do, because we have those pesky middle people. Laws dating back to Prohibition ensure the right of wholesalers to make big margins. That's crazy. So listen up. This podcast sponsored by Naked Wines, a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers on the planet, so you get a box of the market's best quality wines for a fraction of the price you'd normally pay in stores. Plus, you can pause or cancel at any time. Go to nakedwines.com/TMOS and click Enter Voucher in the top right when you get to the website. Then enter TMOS for both the code and password to get 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99 with shipping included. That's $100 off and less than $7 per bottle. Nakedwines.com/TMOS. Use the code and password TMOS to grab 6 bottles for $39.99. Nakedwines.com/TMOS, code and password. And it's both TMOS for $100 off your first 6 bottles. Let's hit the thingy-ming.
Hey, look. The Kraken has wire nuts.
Very, very. Oh, I love the wire nuts were spectacular.
Yeah. Highlight of your day.
It's my printer right in back of me right there that I just got fresh off the printer.
Wow, but you can't see it.
No. Very excited. Hey, I have to share this. You're going to be into this. This is a Robb Spiewak story. Graceland.
Thank you.
Graceland, man.
Hey, Jack.
It will not be sold off. Yesterday, a Memphis judge, you'll like this story, blocked the foreclosure auction that was supposedly going to happen today. What caused all this was a company called Nosani. Nosani Investments and Private Lending. They said that the late Lisa Marie Presley had put Graceland up as collateral on a $3.8 million loan. But when she passed away, she still owed them. So they were going to sell Graceland to get their money back.
I called this, and you know what? It's stupid. It ever went to if they really needed $3.8 million, sell 5 jumpsuits. That's it. You know,
absolutely.
I mean, they've got Graceland has so much physical ownership of land and things like that. They own hotels. They could sell a hotel.
Lisa Marie's daughter, Riley Keough, filed an injunction to stop it.
Riley Keough.
She, very, very talented, actually.
Yes.
She claimed it was all a scam, and Nosani had forged her mother's signature at yesterday's hearing. The judge pretty much backed up that claim because the notary swore he did not notarize Lisa Marie's signature on the deed of trust that Nosani provided. After their setback in court, Nosani withdrew all claims on Graceland with prejudice, which means they can't be refiled. So it's end of story. They stays in the family, which I think is great, right?
That is great.
That's a good thing.
That is great. And I think that the best clue is when I saw those documents, they misspelled Lisa in the signature.
Now there's talk the FBI might be interested in investigating the chaos, which probably means they're going to investigate the company that might have been exposed for their shenanigans, which is interesting.
Leave the Keough girl alone.
You know, cancel culture for comedians, for people that do what we do, very real, very much a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the very first incidences of cancel culture was Michael Richards, all the way back in 2006.
Kramer.
Yeah, he was doing a stand-up show. It was a really bad moment for him. He was heckled by a black audience member. He responded with a barrage of racist insults, including multiple N-words. He hasn't worked much since. Skip ahead to 2024, and Michael would like you to know that he is not racist. He still obviously probably, wrecked him to a degree.
Affected by it, yeah.
It was more about his own insecurities at the time. And when the heckler told him he wasn't funny, it hit a nerve. Here's his quote. "I have nothing against black people. I felt put down. I wanted to put him down. I was immediately sorry the moment I said it on stage." Michael has spent the past 17 years in deep analysis. Here's his quote. "Crisis managers wanted me to do damage control. But as far as I was concerned, the damage was inside of me. Somehow I couldn't connect to the joy of being an artist." Richard says he's not looking for a comeback, but he does have a memoir coming out June 4th called Entrances and Exits, and I wonder if he will address that. I would assume he probably will.
I think he would have to. And, I remember when it happened, I never had the gut feeling he was racist. I had the gut feeling that he was nuts. The way he handled it, it was
off the chart. I mean, really
so,
dumb.
And remember, Mike, he doesn't want to come back, but buy his book.
Buy his book? Always, that I know. It diminishes it when you see that. That's just the reality that you have there. Tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine went on sale Monday. Is that one movie, Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? That went on sale Monday, set the record for the most first-day advance ticket sales for an R-rated movie.
I'll see you there, Mike.
The CEO of AMC Theaters says around 200,000 fans bought tickets. Ticketing site Fandango also says sales are the best of 2024. Even though an official amount wasn't released, it's estimated to have made between $8 million and $9 million already. People are clamoring for it.
I did buy tickets.
That's the youth movement. That's why it's always good to have a younger person on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's
it's what I do with my oldest daughter.
Okay.
So we always go to the
cool.
openings of these Marvel movies. So
openings of the Marvel movie.
Openings.
It's opening. Yes.
And Mike, a quick word about Fandango, which you mentioned in that story. I got a very terse email from a guy who said, "Rob, don't go to Fandango events in a movie theater because they're overly compressing the images of these classic movies." That's how I saw North by Northwest was a Fandango event. And I got to tell this guy, this print was beautiful. It looked fantastic. So maybe you better look inside yourself because I liked it.
And you don't have a choice. They're not doing, here's a North by Northwest show and not by Fandango.
Yeah, you're right. That's how you have to do it. So,
They're keeping those movies alive, right?
I agree. So,
Well, let me on your behalf say that, guy. Lick my bag. Thank you very much. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, you probably kind of saw this one coming. According to several media reports, the U.S. Justice Department is going to file an antitrust lawsuit today to break up a company we've had dealings with, Live Nation and Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't give favorable terms to you, the consumer, and the performer. The Department of Justice says Live Nation has used unfair means to Josh, by the way, I'm not raining on any parades here by talking about this, am I? I'll keep it in my pants.
Nope. We got nothing to do with Live Nation.
Okay.
Ever again.
DOJ says Live Nation has used unfair means to squash competition in the live event ticketing industry. And if you've ever been to a live event, you probably agree. Back in 2010, when Live Nation merged with Ticketmaster and everybody rolled their eyes, it actually promised the DOJ that it wouldn't punish concert venues that use competing ticket platforms.
I remember this.
They may not have been honest. Ticketmaster owns between 70% and 80% of the market for primary ticket sales in the U.S. That ain't cool.
And they love their fees. They love their fees. I think we should go back to the days, Mike, of camping outside the Hecht Company to buy tickets.
The Hex. We used to have a department store in D.C. called Hex, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the Hecht Company.
Hechts. Hex. Finally today, one of the few things that stops some people from looking at their phone is riding in a car. Actually, this is our penultimate story we have here. Looking at your phone or reading anything can induce motion sickness. But Apple is unveiling a feature that can help with that. It's called Vehicle Motion Cues.
About motion sickness, do we have a comment from our friend on your soundboard?
Yes, we do. What do you think about the motion sickness you get when you're riding in a car, Johnny Wretch? Yeah, do you want to comment? He's shaking his head. Come on, say something. Thank you. Appreciate that. They say this should help some people because, quote, motion sickness is commonly caused by a sensory conflict between what a person sees and what they feel.
Yeah.
The feature can be turned on and off in the control center. And, that's interesting. Maybe they can come up with something that allows you to drive drunk and take your eyes off the road while you eat, too. Maybe they can do that, right? Maybe they'll have that.
I would use it on one of those virtual reality Disney rides that made you throw up.
Yeah,
maybe that would help.
I wouldn't boot on Guardians of the Galaxy. And finally today, serial record breaker David Rush returned to his roots by recapturing his first ever Guinness World Record title, longest duration juggling 3 objects blindfolded. Rush has since broken more than 250 Guinness World Records, achieved his first title in 2015 when he donned a blindfold and juggled for 6 minutes and 34 seconds.
That's great.
The record-breaking enthusiast has returned to the record on 3 occasions. He lost the record for the first time in 8 years when an Australian performer clocked a time of 43 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's so much longer.
Rush said recently setting the record for the longest duration, 13 hours and 10 minutes, was special to him. Unfortunately, this record of juggling blindfolded may not be certified since Rush was alone at the time, and that means nobody saw it. It's a little joke.
But can he, Mike, can he install a dishwasher?
Hey. And I know what the haters are going to say.
No, Mike,
I know.
Don't say this.
They are. They go,
No.
oh, boy, pat him on the back. Dude. I'm not a handy guy, people. All right? Yes, I'm thinking of you every day. Some might say I'm obsessing. That's it. It's the way I roll. I obsess on criticism. Summertime hot weather requires extraordinary hydration. Liquid IV hydrates you with benefits like electrolytes, essential vitamins, clinically tested nutrients, 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink in a single stick. It's clear why Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America. Stop it. Stop it, you.
I'm not.
The secret is LIV, Hydroscience. Hydroscience.
Science?
I
love
there they
it.
are. There it is. The science-backed formula that's an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients to turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. It's a zero-sugar hydration solution with no artificial sweeteners, and it's clinically tested to hydrate more than water alone. I love it. Tear, pour, live more. One stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use TMOS, the code at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration. Use the code TMOS, liquidiv.com. Robb Spiewak.
Yes, sir.
It's a food-centered show today.
It is.
Because Robb informed me before we came in here that Oreo has been living a lie.
They have been living. It's a lie.
It's a lie. You know that lie, right? That
Mommy
lie.
Dearest.
Mommy Dearest. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
That's
so when you
a
think
lie.
Oreo, don't you think Nabisco, the National Biscuit Company?
I never really give it much thought. I thought you were going to have some sort of fake chocolate story. I didn't know it was going to be branding.
It has to do with chocolate. It does.
Okay. All right.
But I guess it's distributed in America by Nabisco. Now, to be honest, given the choice, I'm a Hydrox guy. I think Hydrox is a better cookie.
You destroyed all food credibility with that comment.
Absolutely not. There's more shortening in the cookie. It makes it more
Hydrox.
appealing.
I mean, do they even make those anymore?
I don't think so. They came first, though. They were the original sandwich cookie.
Well, Oreo is iconic. It's an iconic product in the American landscape.
What if I were to tell you that the chocolate for Oreo, one of the most popular cookies worldwide, was made in the United Kingdom under a company named Mondelez?
I would say as long as it is a real chocolate-based flavor, I'm okay with that. I thought you were going to say based on that type of cookie where it's an unnatural black, it does not look like a chocolate. Am I right about that?
No, you're right.
It's like the black of the backdrop that I have. It's that dark a black color.
And it doesn't taste like dark chocolate. Well, Mondelez was just fined $366 million by controlling the chocolate trade to the people that make Oreos worldwide.
I'll still stay at their hotel. I'll still stay at their hotel in Vegas, Mandalay Bay.
That's a different place, Mike.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that.
They are controlling the chocolate that goes to make the Oreos. So not only is Oreo a European-owned firm, they're doing a Red Lobster on Oreo chocolate and driving the price up because you're only allowed to buy the chocolate from Mondelez and they're controlling the price. Mondelez also makes, Mike, Cadbury.
Oh, okay. Like the cream egg?
Yeah, all the Cadbury
nastiest confection in the world.
Cadbury is huge in England. That's a big deal.
Isn't it a British company? Cadbury?
Yes, of course, Cadbury.
Hello, it's Cadbury. Cadbury. Our cream eggs are ready for Easter. Thank you. Yes.
So this is making it hard, Mike, and this is sad. Now it's hard to find Oreos in the Netherlands or Belgium.
You know, all this candy and Granny's, Grandma's McFlurry that we had with that lovely little caramel dripping off the side.
Everything is going to be sticky for 2 weeks.
I'm just not. I don't do the sweets like I used to. That's one thing that's really left my diet over the last year or so because I did. I even yesterday went to. Do you have the Crisp and Green franchise up where you are? Do you
I've not
have
heard
that?
of it. No.
Crisp and Green. They have them down here, or I should call them Crisp and Mean.
Is it? Because I thought like Crispin Glover. No, it's like Crisp and Green.
Crisp and Green.
Okay, so it's not Crispin.
I think it's CRISP ampersand Green.
Okay, so
I
it's
think
a salad
that's how
place.
It goes. It's a salad place, and I never dreamed. Carla got me hooked on it. I never dreamed that I would go into a place like that and just get salad. But I will tell you, they are surly. The one that I go to, surly, barely communicative. And I would imagine that when you're talking about food retail, that the idea of making salads all day long,
profit.
But I mean, it would also be a little tedious if you were working there. Probably a little different than making a sandwich, I would think. Right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't like salad. We had a salad. Oh, there we go. Crisp and Green. We had a salad place. I can't even think of the name of it in D.C. right by Podville. Mm-hmm. And I hated everything they made. I tried them. and I just couldn't get into it.
You don't like salad?
No, I do like salad if it's a good salad.
What's
But
a good salad for you? This is funny. Yeah, I'm teeing this up for you. All right. And as a matter of fact, you've heard of the Cobb, but I don't think you've heard of. I don't think you've heard. We're going to have a choice of shorts today. You've heard of the Cobb, but you probably haven't heard of the Spiewak. Would you like
Mike,
to?
You missed it. So obvious. It's not a Cobb salad. It's a Robb salad.
It's a Robb salad. The
With
Robb
2
salad.
B's. Yeah.
And the list of ingredients, not what
We
you would
use
get
a
in
little. So many have lettuce as a base, and we
Let
do
me
start
get my
with
dinger
lettuce.
out for you. So you just add the ingredients. We're let us know what we've got. All right.
Okay, you start with lettuce, but just a single leaf of lettuce, to which you put on 3 scoops of chicken salad, 1 scoop of chocolate ice cream, your type, anytime you like. American cheese, Kraft singles, you make a boat sort of around it so it supports it.
Right.
Then you had
I'm writing
sour
this
cream.
down.
Yeah,
Sour
you
cream.
should.
Okay, very
sour
good.
cream, and that's why a lot of times people call the Robb salad islands in the stream.
Islands in the stream, delicious.
Because the plops of sour cream, and
Right.
then to simulate the trees on the islands, Twizzlers. We pop
Twizzlers.
some Twizzlers in the sour cream.
The
and then,
licorice or the red ones?
the red ones, like the
Okay.
red ones, sure. And then
Very
you
good.
put the entire lettuce leaf on a plate that
Mm-hmm.
you surround with beef gravy.
Okay, we're done. We're done. That's
And
it.
Mike, of course, you eat it with chopsticks, and that's the Robb salad.
The Robb salad. Ask for it by name. But Crisp and Green, yesterday, I will give you exactly what my order. I ordered the Cobb. They
Yeah.
have the Cobb, and the Cobb
The
salad.
Cobb is the salad for the person who doesn't like salad.
Well, you might be right about that because I switched out the leafy greens and spinach for just romaine,
Yes.
romaine lettuce, and my protein was shrimp. I asked for extra shrimp that I had put on it, and then I had the green goddess dress. This has been a
And
food-centric
on the
show.
way home, I stopped for Chinese.
That's right, and a Grandma McFlurry.
Beautiful.
For 600 calories of goodness. But I'm look, is
Did it have
Oreo
avocado? The Cobb should have avocado
It did.
on it.
It
Okay.
did a lot. As a matter of fact, a medium-sized avocado that they scoop out in front of you, a fresh one. That's why it's called crisp and green. You can eat.
Like the avocado, also green.
But I will say, and I saw the manager come from the back kitchen area, and it comes from the top. You know it does. It comes from the top when people have that attitude, and you gotta do something to make people happy in there.
It's a service industry. And if you're having a salad for lunch anyway, you need a little extra happy.
I just figured out what I can do to make them happy, and it'll be a perfect thing to do in front of people. I'm going to go at the lunch hour, and I'm going to bring them a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. With all the people ordering their salads in there, they're going to look at me like, look at that semi-fat guy that used to be a lot fatter that's bringing Krispy Kreme donuts into the Crisp and Green. That is a brilliant idea.
Will you bring it to the employees or to the clients?
I will bring it to the employees, especially the employees, because the clients are the clients. They're salad people. All right, they're like the guys. The guys wear the two type biker outfits. You know, the bicyclists, the cyclists
of course.
that wear the the little stupid hats that are out there.
Helmets.
Yeah, the helmet thing. You know, but the matching, right? Come on, you know what I'm talking about. And I'll bring that Krispy Kreme right under his nose.
I think that's great. You know what you can get for the people that are the clients there? Get them a salad, but get them the granny salad.
The granny salad.
Has
Yeah,
bits of
butterscotch
caramel on it.
bits. So what the point that I drifted off from with Oreo? What are they doing that's illegal?
That's crooked. Is that first of all, they're not from here. They're a European company.
Nobody cares about that.
Really?
Nobody cares. What, that the Oreos aren't made here?
No, Mike, when you buy an Oreo, that money is going overseas.
That doesn't matter. The British are allies, Rob. They're the allies. We
tell
fought
that
them
to
with
me
the
in 1812, okay? And then also the fact that they're doing chocolate price fixing and the people of Belgium and the Netherlands are not getting their Oreos. They're a crooked company. That's why they were fined $366 million. And if you have to pay extra for your sandwich cookies, it's because they're crooked.
All right, that's it. We got to take a break, and we will return with the side of flip, ladies and gentlemen.
And a Robb salad.
You know, to be honest with you, every Oreo I've ever eaten, I really don't think that tastes like real chocolate anyway. So, but glad they got fined.
It tastes to me like the enemy.
The enemy. No, that's the Axis. Come on, know your World War II history.
I don't trust
Axis,
anybody.
allies. Axis, allies. Hey, hi, everybody. It's me, Mike. You know Mike O'Mara? Yeah, you're listening. You know what I'm talking about. I host this show. I want to let you in on a little secret. Tomorrow, we will record a bonus show.
Yes.
And if you don't subscribe, you will never, ever get to hear it. Never. And I think that's sad. It's also sad if you just listen to the free show and subsist on that alone, like a bloated tick. Be a giver. Luckily, it's easy to get the bonus show. Just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com. You see? It's that easy. Easy as pie. We didn't even talk. On a show like this, I'm surprised pie didn't come up. Sign up now,
pie.
and you won't miss moments like this from our most recent offering, Mr. Spiewak. Let's go to the audio tape. Papers away
Then what
so
if I
we
need-
can do a f***ing show without reading any f***ing thing at all, and we can f***ing come in here and f***ing cuss and do a f***ing show.
And people should know when we do it on the bonus show, tain't bleeped. That's the real stuff.
Yes, yeah, it's wonderful. Best way to get more of the unvarnished TMOS goodness, buy a bonus show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Not only do you get more content, it remains the best way to support our show. Get your bonus show at MikeO'MaraShow.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Flip it.
The flip side.
Well, how about the flip side?
Mike, do you ever worry about the sanity of your wife?
Well, I upset her last night.
I know, but overall, just her sanity.
No, I've never. She's had moments, but no, by and large, I don't. I don't worry
All right.
about that.
Here's a lady that's trending on TikTok that I wonder about. People are comparing it to rage therapy, but it's cheaper. And what she does is when she can't stand her husband, she goes into her bathroom with a bucket of ice and throws it as hard as she can into the tub, and she yells. And this is perhaps the way she deals with things. Here she is. She's throwing ice as hard as she can.
It's kind of sexy.
I'm past that.
I'm not.
Be
at
better
her.
if she was enraged without bangs, I think.
Wow. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
what
this is a trend to go copy and make your own video.
Yeah, I'd love to watch. Wouldn't you like to watch Carla do that when she's mad at me for drinking too much at the bowling alley?
100%, but that lady sure as hell ain't Carla.
Is there? Look, I'm not. Isn't there the? There you. Oh, hi.
Much better.
How are you? Isn't there a chance that you're going to do a little damage, like with a chip or something?
Well,
out
I
of
would
porcelain?
think there's the chance of that, and also blowback of ice in your eye. You don't want
You'll
ice
put-
in your eye.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Christmas story. You'll put your eye out. I get it. Always gets back to that. Move along, please.
Okay. Siri, everyone loves it. For example, if I was to have someone listening to this show and I were to go, "Hey Siri, turn it up,"
Oh,
now everyone's
everyone's
device is louder.
Wow.
But I'm just kidding, of course. But the people that recorded Siri did it so long ago, they weren't aware of what they were doing when they were doing the voice tracks because Siri wasn't invented yet. And with all this talk about the Scarlett Johansson AI voice that they were putting on,
Yeah. Right.
they had on CNN yesterday one of the original voices of Siri. In fact, it's the lady that you associate with Siri's voice. This is a voice artist, and it's interesting what she remembers about the recording.
And I've talked to the other original series, and they had the same experience. We thought we were just doing recordings for phone messaging. And all of a sudden, I got a phone call from a fellow voice actor in 2011 saying, "We're playing around with this new iPhone 4S. Isn't this you?" And I went, "What?" So
that's how you learned about it? My goodness,
That's
how
how
did you feel when that happened? I mean, on the one hand, it's probably pretty cool, but on the other hand, wait a second.
Yeah, I
That's
really
me.
had, yes, I had definitely had both reactions. Part of it was like, oh, wow. And then what? So, yeah, and, it ended up being kind of a life lesson because, unfortunately, none of the original series were paid. And that is because we
Wow.
didn't have non-disclosure agreements. So we can, promote ourselves. I guess that was the feeling. After us, the next group of voices did get paid.
Can you imagine?
Wow. I didn't know they didn't get paid. That's
Me either. And the fact that you hear your own voice just walking down the street.
Pretty wild. Pretty wild to not get compensated. Yeah. In the long history of abusing the talent, there it is. There's another example. Yeah, come on and do it for free.
I do love the fact that she had a get-together of what she calls the original series. Wouldn't that be a fun group to
Absolutely.
get together?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I like this guy.
Oh, by the way, I think I heard Dude Walker on a Red Sox game doing a WB Mason ad. I'm pretty sure. I think I did. I'm not sure.
I got an email from him today, and I'm going to
Please
give him
ask
a
him
call.
if he's on the WB Mason, because I think that was Dude. He's so good, sometimes you can't even tell that it's
He's
our
the
man,
best.
Dude Walker.
He truly is. Still our announcer after all these years.
Absolutely.
Now, Mike, if you're a 104-year-old woman, and you're not, are you?
Inside, I am on certain days. I feel like I've got a 104-year-old woman just clamoring to express herself.
Can we make a McFlurry that tastes like your pockets?
Yeah. XOXO. 104-year-old woman's McFlurry.
Well, a 104-year-old woman called, Mike, yes, the Florida Police Department, where she lives, because put that down. You're making a
little
spectacle
caramel
of
at the
yourself.
bottom. I'm
I
sorry.
know. There was an alligator at the 104-year-old lady's house, and that made her scared.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It's a baby.
Yeah.
We can't cuff him, but you're under arrest. You gotta leave the grandmas alone. We'll take you downtown. Let's go.
Let's go.
I have to guess he's probably 5 feet long, but I like the fact that they handled him and they just took him and they're going to go and release him into the wild. I think that's
but
great.
even that small, he'd take that lady's 104-year-old arm clean off. If he,
Maybe she didn't have a leg for him to get.
Well, you think she's an amputee? Is that
Could
what
be.
you're saying? Is that
Like-
was that an amputee comment that you made?
The 104-year-old lady.
Eileen. All right, I'm sorry. Let's move on. I apologize.
You mustn't apologize. That's fantastic.
Don't cancel me. Thank you.
No, Mike, you shall never be canceled. You are a restaurant owner. Bless your heart.
5 years, 3 of them good. That's what I always say.
So a lady was going to a restaurant called Smith's. She was a regular there. And sadly, she did something I think all of us have done. She left her credit card. And that's unfortunate. Well, Smith's knew she was a regular and wanted to help her out. So to notify that they had her credit card, they posted on social media, including a picture of the credit card.
Rhonda Devers is a regular at Smith's Cafe in Kinston. Last week, she accidentally left her credit card behind after paying.
I turned around and came right back.
Attempting to find her, an employee of the cafe took photos of the card, front and back.
Oh, no.
Then posted them to a Kinston Facebook group.
I couldn't believe that they did that, but I was sick thinking that I might be responsible for all those charges.
While we blocked out the credit card numbers, Rhonda says Smith's Cafe forgot in their initial post.
You definitely should not post the credit card online.
Yeah, I get
Meredith
it.
Radford
Thanks.
of Better Business Bureau
Derp,
says
thanks.
even blocking the numbers is still a threat.
Yeah.
I would be worried about people being able to reverse that somehow.
Rhonda says her family
X-ray vision.
immediately called her, but it was too late.
Mike, she got, in the few moments it was up, $2,000 charged to her credit card that they are now in arbitration.
I don't want to throw. Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
If she's a regular, why don't they just hold it for when she comes back the next day?
You would think that would be the
questions,
logic.
Mike, the questions are multifold.
Well, I mean, I don't want to throw any more barbs at Smith's, but I've always thought that was a hinky outfit ever since they started the restaurant with a fake name.
Well, they didn't want their wife to know.
What's the name? Smith.
John Smith. Mike, let's close with this. Did you know that Neanderthal men had problems with social diseases, even way back then?
Really?
Yes, let's close with this.
Researchers from Brazil just released newly discovered evidence. They tested bones from skeletons and found that Neanderthals had an ancient form of herpes. Either that or the night watchman at the museum has some serious explaining to do.
Oh, gross. That is kind of nasty. That's it. We got to get out of here, everybody. Yeah, we had a couple of rugby players at American University that might. No, that's a different story. We will return tomorrow with our bonus. I don't know why I used rugby players. I just thought it'd be funny.
They're a Randy Bunch.
Go to MikeO'MaraShow.com, subscribe to the bonus show, and then we've got something special for you tomorrow, as we always do, with commercial-free cussing liberally.
Yes.
And I know there are some of you out there that really have a hankering for that.
Yeah,
so
and
please
Mike,
check it
also,
out.
A reminder, go to our Facebook page, Mike O'Mara Show.
Yes.
And please click it and like it and follow it, because today I'm going to post pictures of both sides of Mike's credit card.
Very, very exciting. Yeah. And, have a field day. Great. See what American Express says to me almost every day. Future transactions may be declined. Thank you. That's it. We got to get out of here. We'll see you tomorrow with the bonus show. For Rob Spiewak and Josh Soroka, this is Mike O'Mara saying, so long, everybody.
Bye-bye, folks.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara bonus show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
It's like these guys take pride in being ignorant.
Sabrina, don't just stare at it. Eat it.
That will never happen again, and I'm sorry.
Well, I don't get they bring the income, but the rent stays like a buffer. Peace be with you.
Lecker.